Tonight on News 5 Live, feuding gangs join forces to distribute food in Lake Eye. Is it a sign of peace? A bittersweet release as the wife of former area representative Dito Vega is discharged after 20 days of fighting COVID-19. A late start to the sugar crop season. Agriculture Minister Abby Mai explains the tardiness of the 2020 sugar crop. And it's Christmas Eve. Our political leaders share their Christmas message with the nation. Details of these stories and more coming up in tonight's newscast.
It's a fact that your credit lasts longer when using Smart. During these times, we're all trying to
Welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, December 24th. I am Marlene Cuellar. The senseless killings that have been recorded in Lake Eyre over the past month has left the community torn. The bitter rivalry between two gangs has prompted the Belize Police Department to change its approach to crime fighting. While new measures are in place to abate the scourge of gun violence in the area, community policing is still very much a part of the strategy. This afternoon, the senior command of the department teamed up with the leaders of the respective gangs in an effort to bring about a ceasefire through the distribution of food on Christmas Eve. News 5's Isani Cayetano reports.
For the past few weeks, Lake Independence has been in turmoil. The gangs that operate in this community are at war with each other, and blood has been shed on both sides. Today is Christmas Eve. While many are at home preparing or out and about doing last-minute shopping, the leaders of the respective groups have come together to distribute food within the neighborhood. It's a belated gesture, but nonetheless, a show of solidarity that the time has come for there to be peace.
Well, I just like that to get together and be with brother keepers. I get a sense. I just do this together. I get a sense. It feels good for us to give our food together. Could talk to each other, hang with each other again to me, and I get a sense. To tell this back and forth long thing here, check. So better we just hold hand together and just do this, man, check.
That's Brandon Baptist, a resident of the Police Street area. The group that he belongs to has had a standing feud with those that associate with Brandon Smith. Over the years, that enmity has resulted in lives being lost.
We just to try to build back the neighborhood. They say we destroy it, so we just to try to build it back. And that's the best thing for you. I mean, we say, if you go look, we try to hold it down, but that us next people to try, yeah, but so you go see where you took, you can't forget the past.
Bringing together both groups to participate in this activity is the Belize Police Department. With funding from the private sector, the initiative sees plates of food being given out to residents by the gang members themselves.
I believe it is a good initiative. It is a good gesture on behalf of the business community, in particular Belize, for having partnered with the Belize Police Department and our Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Cordell Hyde, in providing a lunch for the residents in this area, a pre-Christmas lunch. I believe that this initiative will help us improve our system of a professional outlook, and it will also improve that connect between the community and the police.
The community itself is fractured, and for there to be healing, there needs to be unity.
Better way to man, the key of success right there. Live as one, peace, check.
This is at a time when most people would say the neighborhood is at war. You have groups who are going against each other and what have you. This community initiative comes in the middle of that.
Well, like what I say, man, I always say that we have bad people back kind of thing, right? But we don't know bad people, man. We got love enough we heart, check. So we got to show the people that we don't know bad scene, man. We are good people, check. And we could do this together. Like what I say, we have to do this together.
Well, a lot of people out there got certain things, and then I get certain things, so we just want to try to reach out to some people who are in need.
Is there anything else you want to say regarding this particular initiative, considering the fact that people would look and say, well, the neighborhood is at war. How comes you guys are now coming together to try to save what is left of what is happening?
Well, the people will say what they want, because they don't know where to go on. They might feel like that we are there and that we are we, but that different people who come in and step in. Understand me? That's how you go. Anytime about this is suddenly happening, they are peace. Everybody, some people are throw stone and hide their hand. Understand me? That's how you been, they go. That's why you always reach back to this.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
It was an emotional moment for the family of Ingrid Vega, who was officially released from Belize Healthcare Partners Limited today. Ingrid is the wife of COVID-19 victim and former Corozal Bay Area Rep David Dido Vega, who died of complications related to the deadly virus on the morning of December 11th, having been hospitalized at the private facility for almost a week. Ingrid's release from the COVID unit comes after 13 days of hospitalization and 7 days on a mechanical ventilator. Around 12:30 today, after all paperwork were concluded, she was wheeled out of the unit, still on oxygen, and in a waiting SUV. The medical staff, dressed in their personal protective gears, escorted Ingrid to her family, who had not been able to see her for the past 3 weeks. Having beaten what is considered the most difficult stage of the virus, it is a bittersweet moment for Ingrid, because while she returns home to self-isolate and recover, only her daughters will be there, as her husband did not survive his battle with the disease. Belize has confirmed more than 10,000 COVID-19 cases since the pandemic hit the country. 228 persons have died due to the virus, and fortunately, there were no new recorded deaths on Wednesday, but 2 additional deaths recorded today. The curve, however, has not flattened, as more than 1,100 cases remain active, and 102 and 12 persons are under 1,212 persons are under investigation. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is on a campaign reminding the public to follow the public health advice and adhere to the quarantine guidelines. It is the hope that Belizeans countrywide would follow the regulations, especially during the Christmas holiday. Acting Director of Health Services, Dr. Melissa Diaz, is pleading to the public to stay at home while thousands of frontline workers continue to put their lives at risk over the long weekend.
This year has been a challenging and difficult year for many people all over the world. From losing jobs, incomes, businesses, to many of us having our loved ones ill or hospitalized, or having lost our loved ones to COVID-19. It has been a year of lockdowns, rules, and curfews. We have been encouraged to no longer socialize, to not hug or kiss our families, to leave loved ones alone for their special days or the holidays, to use our mask from nose to chin, and to wash hands or sanitize as much as possible. Many of us are left with no hope, and for many of us, hope is all that we do have. During this Christmas time, persons working on the front line will continue to give of themselves, even more, and many of us will be working throughout the holidays. I would like to say a sincere thanks to all the dedicated, hard-working frontline personnel in the health facilities all over our beautiful nation, providing care to those who access our facilities.
The sugarcane crop season is set to start on Monday, December 28. We say sort of because ASR BSI has announced that it would be receiving cane deliveries on that day. But the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise believes that reopening the crop season on Monday under certain circumstances is unfair to more than 50% of the cane farmers in the north. According to Minister Mai, a lengthy meeting between all stakeholders was held on Wednesday, during which an agreement on the sugar production estimate was not decided on. He says that as it stands right now, cane farmers who have been producing cane at a higher cost due to COVID-19 and the flooding stand to lose significantly.
Many of the farmers, more than 50% of the farmers, are not in agreement with the production estimate, the sugarcane production estimate, which was presented by the Sugarcane Production Committee. Now, that production estimate has led to the creation of a cane farmers registry. The registry is a document that says Mr. X will deliver this amount of sugarcane. Now, farmers are not pleased with the figure they see on the registry, which was derived from the sugarcane production estimate. That was in discussion yesterday at the Sugar Industry Control Board meeting. The motion whether to support or to reject the production estimate was not done, but discussions surrounding that specific topic was carried out. The meeting went from 2 o'clock up to 6 o'clock, and they arrived at nothing. They did not arrive to any agreement on whether they will accept or they will reject that registry, the list. The chairman of the board and the members, I think, were trying not to have a confrontation. We're trying not to have a confrontation with ASR and the other associations. So it was a peaceful meeting. It was lengthy, but they arrived at nothing. You will understand that the Sugar Industry Control Board is the principal policy-making organ of the industry. And as such, it controls and it supervises the other bodies of the sugar industry, which is the Sugarcane Production Committee and the Sugarcane Quality Control Authority. Nevertheless, the chairman did not exercise that authority yesterday at the board meeting. We were hoping that we could arrive at the amicable solution and that we could begin the crop with a production estimate that would benefit most farmers.
According to Minister Mai, about 53% of the total number of cane farmers stand to lose if the farm registry is implemented for the delivery of sugar cane. He says that in each association, the majority of the farmers will be negatively affected. This is why he says that he does not comprehend why leaders of the associations agreed to the implementation of a registry.
As it is right now, with the proposed list that they have presented, which was created sometime, I think, before November, that list as it is will affect more than 50% of the sugarcane farmers. Now, to me, that is unfair and it has to be addressed. We are looking at the best possible solution. We are looking for fairness to the cane farmers and to the manufacturer. The Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association, Corozal, has about 910 farmers that are being affected if that list is used. The Orinjuak Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association have close to 987 farmers that could be affected if you use that list. Progressive Cane Farmers Association, they have about 28% of their farmers being affected. They have 287 farmers being affected if they use that list. The other two small associations have about 50% of their farmers which will be affected. Now, it is about 53 or 54% of all the farmers that will be affected. I can't see how associations who have 28% of their farmers being affected, I don't understand how they want to support a farm registry that is affecting their farmers. I can't understand that. I don't know if they're representing well or if that is what their cane farmers want. We are already producing sugarcane at a high cost, more than what we are being paid. So just the thought of having cane left in the field really, really scares me and it worries me.
The Corozal Free Zone will not reopen this year. The Briceño administration was adamant in reopening the Free Zone before Christmas. But the Corozal Free Zone Chamber of Commerce would not absorb the cost of a plan that would have been implemented if the Free Zone would have been reopened this month. Minister Mai, who led the negotiations, says the cabinet decided to hold the reopening after the results of the new quarantine regulations are studied.
That was a decision by cabinet. It is not it is on hold because of the spikes we had in the last weeks. The spikes we had in the COVID infections and the rate of spread. The cabinet's decision was to hold on after the holidays to see if the measures we're putting in place right now will flatten the curve, and we can move from there. But we have to take into consideration the rate of spread, and so I think we have to wait until January, maybe the 15th of January, to see the effects of the measures we put in place, and after that we revisit. But I suspect that we are going to open in January, sometime in January.
Coming up, Christmas messages from political leaders and the Commissioner of Police.
message from the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization, European Union, and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
It's Christmas Eve, and as families across the country do last-minute shopping and preparations, political leaders of both major parties have shared their annual season's greetings to the country. But unlike past Christmas messages, this year, Prime Minister John Briceño's first message touched on the traditions that could no longer be held due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is going to be a difficult Christmas for thousands of families who've been affected by the pandemic. With more than 45,000 Belizeans unemployed this time around, the traditional sharing of multiple gifts may not be experienced this year. Briceño says that the best gift to give is to adhere to the COVID-19 regulations.
Now I know the joy that accompanies the holiday season has been greatly dampened by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has caused many of us to lose close relatives and friends. For many more, it has caused tremendous hardships. This Christmas, more than 45,000 Belizeans are unemployed, and more will be unable to buy presents and have the kind of Christmas we're all accustomed to. Still, there's always reason to find hope at Christmas time. This year we can get together with our immediate family and make unique and special presents, cook a meal together, attend church virtually, sing our favorite Christmas songs, and do all we can to make Christmas special, especially for the children. At work, while we cannot host parties and dinners, we can use the funds to assist one of our amazing frontline workers. Show them how much we appreciate their sacrifice and service. And I know I speak for all of us when I say to our healthcare personnel, sanitation workers, police, BDF, and all who risk their lives every day to assist with the pandemic. Thank you for your service. Whatever we do this holiday season, remember that Christmas is about love. It is about giving and about caring. Our Choo Choo Belizean Christmas is not actually for sale in any store. It really is about sharing. So, let's share by staying home and spending time with just those of our household. Let us use technology to reach out to our friends and neighbors. Remember, the best gift we can give them this year is to keep each other safe. Yes, I know it's not what we wanted, but our Belizean Christmas with friends, parties, and large family gatherings will happen again. I know it will. But for now, let us be safe and be thankful for God's grace, mercy, and for love.
Also highlighting the importance of following the regulations this Christmas was opposition leader Patrick Faber. In his message, Faber bid farewell to the dismal year that was 2020 and welcomed the new year with perseverance and determination as the country continues to struggle with the pandemic.
Christmas is all about spending time with family and close friends and sending greetings to loved ones. But given the current COVID pandemic, this time around, we will have to carry on these actions in non-traditional ways while keeping the spirit. Life as we knew it previous to this pandemic may never be the same again. And so we need to don armor that will help us to succeed going forward. While what is to come may be new to us, what is for certain is that what we need to survive the new is much of the old, that which is tried and tested and has never failed us before. Human solidarity, being our brothers and sisters' keeper, truly working for the best interests of all and not just for ourselves, are what we need if we are to tide over the worldwide health and economic crises. Let us remember as well that Christ is in Christmas. Many years ago, our Heavenly Father, in the darkest of nights, sent Jesus to be our light. Today, as we battle the pandemic, we are likewise in the dark. And it is easy to focus on the dark, give in to discouragement, and let disappointment master us. Christmas is an opportunity for us to refresh our minds and to look to the light. May that holy Christmas night bring warmth happiness, and well-being into your life as we bid farewell to a dreaded year. Let us be comforted that we can withstand all that is to come with the help of humankind and guided by the Almighty. Before I close, let me accentuate the absolute need for us to stay at home for these holidays and for us to follow, like never before, the protocols of social distancing, wearing our masks, and washing our hands.
In keeping with the theme of Christmas messages, Commissioner Williams also shares his well wishes with the nation. He acknowledges the effort of civilians as well as the business community in making the work of the police department less challenging amid the pandemic.
Despite the danger to ourselves, our families, and our friends, we're out there on a daily basis doing our utmost best. And for that, I say a special thank you to the members of the public who continue to work with the police. In every respect, I say thank you as well, because you have made our jobs much easier. To those organizations that reached out to us, helping us with PPEs and other resources that we need to do our job, I say thank you as well. We know that the government is strapped with cash and they are not in a position to give us all we want. But the government do try, and for that I say thank you to the government as well. As we close 2020 and usher in 2021, I look forward to continue working with the men and women of this prestigious organization, the Belize Police Department, and the country or the community at large. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. God bless.
It's Christmas Eve, and today downtown Albert Street in Belize City was bustling with vehicular traffic and shoppers who were out trying to make final purchases of gifts for their loved ones or groceries needed for that traditional Christmas dinner. News 5's Dwayne Moody hit the streets to find out more.
Well, I want to spend my Christmas the same way, just at Ghana. Get a big gift here for my daughter. So I want to say Merry Christmas to the whole world and everybody. Keep on the mask, 6 feet apart, and be safe for 2020. Make sure it's soon next year.
You done get everything we need for your
My cake done, my black cake, my white cake, my turkey, my ham done, done in the oven, done bake. So I set.
Merry Christmas, Dwayne. Same to you. Do you have anybody that you want to send greetings out to?
Merry Christmas to my kids and happy birthday in advance to my baby. She's going to be 6 on the 29th. Merry Christmas to my parents, family, and friends.
How has shopping been going and preparing for this Christmas? It's the eve of
hectic. I don't like the line and I don't like the crowd, so make a hurry.
My mother and my family.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to them.
You're ready? You're prepared and ready for everything for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're there to do final shoppings right now?
Yes, sir.
Well, Merry Christmas. Are you ready for Christmas?
Basically, yes. I just have to get one more gift, and that's it.
Anybody that you want to give greetings to? Send out greetings.
Well, my mom, my mother-in-law, my boyfriend. Hi.
A community-based group saw the plight of a bedridden single mother and took up the cause to build her home. News 5 traveled to Cowpen to learn about the heartwarming community effort to help one of their own and why they need your help to get them over the hill to achieve their goal by the new year. Reporter Andrea Polanco tells us more in the following story.
Marta Elizabeth Molina is in bed, unable to do anything for herself. She has been bedridden since March or so of this year. When the year started, she was working on the banana farms, but then she suddenly suffered 3 back-to-back strokes, which left her paralyzed. She was unable to see or speak for a while, but she has regained her sight, and with a small medical device, she can now talk. But this 30-year-old resident of Cowpen Village is a long way from getting better. And this temporary structure that she lives in is dilapidated and doesn't provide any protection from the elements. No puedes caminar, no puedes hacer nada.
Nada. Por la gracia de Dios hoy ya puedo menearme. Los niños me sientan, me puedo quedar sentada hoy. Como antes no podía sentar ni menear nada. Pidiéndole al Señor, a Dios, todos los días porque me dé fuerza para poderme levantar de esta cama. Muy pronto porque mis hijos me necesitan. Como mira, cuando llueve se pone bien húmedo todo. No hay piso, ni nada. Pero gracias al corazón también de mi hermana, como les digo que de vuelta que ella se ha ido y me ha dejado acá.
As a bedridden mother of 6 children, the eldest 14 and the youngest 4 years old, Molina is in desperate need of a proper roof over her head. The single mother's plight captured the attention of Juan Carlos Martinez of the Bella Vista United Group. He leads a community-based group that helps underprivileged families in Bella Vista. But Molina's touching case pushed him to extend that support to this resident of Cowpen.
I quite remember that the first time we came, I was very shocked. My heart was broken, and I said, no, we got to go back and we have to do something.
Why were you shocked and heartbroken over what you saw?
Okay, first of all, I was told that she was, apparently she's in bed for 9 months more or less. Okay, and she was not able to do absolutely nothing for herself. I saw her little kids trying to, because usually they were to bring her from inside the house to outside, to the patio, to the outside under a tree, and even ants were to drop on her, and she was not even able to move her hands. And I say, wow, this is not what a human being deserves. So that's why it started on the initiative of building a home.
So on Saturday, we met the builders hard at work trying to complete this new structure. With the guidance of Martinez's construction expertise, they hope to get this done by the start of the year, but to also quickly alleviate Molina's suffering and provide a safe and stable environment for the children.
I believe that whenever we give, we need to give the best. And sometimes we think that we don't have, but let me say this. Sometimes what we don't have is the ganas, the willingness to give. Okay, so I decided and I mentioned to the group, let's do a concrete house one time and for all. And as we speak, you guys can witness what we're doing. This house have 10 days of work only. Okay, and
it's a lot of work happening in a short time.
It's believe me, the first day was even from shopping the area, okay, doing landscaping. We aim to have 2 bedrooms, a small bathroom, internal bathroom, a small living area, and also a kitchen. So eventually we decided, you know what, the room might be kind of hot in the time of dry season, so we need a veranda, corridor. And say, but we don't have not even for finish the house. But all we can do to do a veranda. I say God will provide. Let's try to do it and let's get going. And so we end up, and now we have a veranda of 25 by 8 feet.
And Martinez isn't the only one helping out. Molina's neighbors have been supplying her with meals and hygiene care for the past several months. The Cowpen Village Council also chipped in big time when they identified a small parcel of land for Molina's new home. Chairman Victor Juarez also got residents to volunteer their labor to help a fellow villager.
Our guys trying to give some sort of free labor, which is one of the most challenging situations during COVID-19 because everyone is trying to be financially stable. However, I am happy for the youth. We have a lot of young guys that are always willing to come out and help. I think this is a result of myself serving as an educator in the community. On a day like today, we have like an average of 15 to 20. So it all varies on the amount of people that would be willing to be around. Some come a little later, come for a little while. Others stay for the whole day.
Now these donors are hoping to finish this project as quickly as they can. They started less than 2 weeks ago with donations here and there, and they've managed to do the bulk of the work needed to get this house ready for Molina. But they need the public's help to turn this house into a home for this bedridden mother.
Guys, let me say, we have the ganas and we have the willingness to really create absolutely from nothing, understand? So whatever you all can give to this needed family, it will be so appreciated. I mean, our aim was to actually deliver the house or give the house New Year's, and that's our goal. Keeping work hard for that. It's not an easy task. For example, there are days that we don't have no cement, no material. We wish to go bigger, we wish to go tiles, we wish to be painted, but again, I will call just what I say the most needed for a home, understand? And if there is the possibilities for do that, well, I will be so glad, understand? But as we speak, what we can ensure, this lady and the public in general, that we are doing our best.
There are many challenges, but I am certain that this specific advance and this specific project that is going to give her the opportunity to have an area that she can call home for herself is going to be a very, very strong determining factor in her full recovery, or giving her peace of mind to be with her challenges, but somewhere she can call home.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.
After the break, families affected by flooding in Crooked Tree receive civilian aid. A local Belize City mechanic saw victims of recent flooding on the news. He then took his own funds and bought supplies that he anonymously distributed to about 15 families in Crooked Tree. He did not tell them that it was from him, and he decided to do the good deed once more. This time he went to Maypen and Flowers Bank. The donor was assisted by the Seguro family, who took him on their boat to deliver the supplies to families who did not relocate as the roads were still flooded out. Here's that story.
That's the Belize River right out there.
A lot of people, they just say they want to help, but they don't do anything. What we've done today is from a private citizen who wishes to remain anonymous. That's on his part. He wants to help the villages of Maypen and Grace Bank.
It's like once every 15 years, 17, 16 years, it does happen. And it's not an every year thing.
How many families staying at the Maypen?
As far as I see, there are about 8. Well, no, in the village of Maypen, most people do a little bit of farming. And a lot of cattle raising, sheep, horse, and they do a little bit of farming, like planting corn, cocoa, cassava, and things like that. That's what they do for a living. In the olden days, right around the Curfew, they used to get a place they call Hell Gate. When this water drop low on this, the water can't run over the bank, so that too they have to come out. They're all in water. Everywhere looking, Maypen is low in water, all over the place. They come out once in a while, but not every day because of the water. The water was a lot higher than this right now. It's still high, but not as high as the other day.
We are currently on the Maypen Road, a little bit off from Redson. Today I was approached by a good citizen of the country that wanted to assist some people in the Maypen, the River Valley area. He talked to me about it, and I explained that we have a boat and we could assist him to get some groceries out to the people, and today we made that possible. We pretty much gave to everybody in the village of Maypen and all the ones that we could have found in the Davis Bank, Grace Bank area. The road is horrible to bring the boat and the trailer in. Kind of got stuck a little bit, but nevertheless it was worth the effort. Then we had to transition from vehicle to boat, putting it in the water, travel on the road, then into Black Creek, then into the Belize River. We traveled up the river to Maypen and back down to Grace Bank, Davis Bank, and then back here at this point in the Maypen Road again. Well, as a Belizean, I think the reality of it is we should stop wait specifically for government. We as Belizeans should be able to help Belizeans. And this one person did just that. I don't know how he got his funds. He got his funds. He decided to use it wisely, and he did that by helping the lives of some people that were in need. I believe that there's a lot more Belizeans out here that could do the same, and it would be greatly appreciated across the country. I was more than happy to assist him to get the goods out because he doesn't have a boat and we did, so without a doubt we jumped on the opportunity to help him out. It would be nice to see more Belizeans, helping without looking for a return, not wanting fame or fortune, just doing it just because.
If there is anyone else who wants to do the same, there is nothing wrong in sharing. I mean, we are not only facing the flooding, but we are also facing an economic decline in jobs and everything else. So it's not just for flood victims, I would say, but for a lot of people who has been working, and due to the epidemic that we're facing, the virus, a lot of people lost jobs. Not only losing their jobs, but some of them are working on half salary, so they're not making they're not getting the finances as like what they used to get. So I mean, if you as a private citizen have the financing to at least adopt 5, 6, 7 families, it will be a great opportunity for you to show that we still have sympathy or empathy in our hearts where we can help others in this time of need.
Doing good is helping someone without expecting a return, and we should be a little bit more on that for the entire country.
Back on the road again.
Heading back to the road.
There was another major drug bust in the north. Over 40 pounds of compressed weed was seized, and to make matters worse, a police officer has been arrested for the crime. Just before 1 p.m. today, a joint police operation led officers to a white Jeep parked on the compound of a private business establishment in Orange Walk. There, they observed Police Constable Dion Danielo Bellini of the Maya Mopan area in Belmopan. According to an official report from police, a search of the vehicle led to the discovery of 2 suitcases in which 33 parcels of cannabis, which amounted to 18.258 kilograms or just over 40 pounds. Bellini has been arrested and charged for possession of controlled drugs with the intent to supply to another. When we come back, a shopping spree with a 9-year-old primary school student. Time's running out in the search for the perfect Christmas gift for your friends, family, and loved ones. We know how difficult it is during this time to find that inexpensive but lasting present for the kids, siblings, or parents. So Dwayne Moody went looking for some great deals. Here's what he found.
Looking for that perfect gift for that special someone, a KK or a member of the family? Well, given COVID times, residents are searching for those inexpensive but thoughtful gifts. And here's what we discovered. People are still fixated on technology and are taking advantage of the great gadgets that are available at Cellular World. There's something for the entire family, and with prices slashed for this festive season, you can walk out with multiple items for only $100.
We're your one-stop electronic solution, and gadgets is the future, and gadgets is the way to go. So, you know, we have deals on phones, TVs, tablets, Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth headphones, laptops, drones, you know, you name it, electronic, we have it. Prices starting as low as $19. We know that, you know, many people are looking for affordable gifts. So we have reduced prices on all the products. You could basically come in with $100 and get 4 or 5 gifts for family members.
And we know that out there is also an offer on TVs during this time.
That's right. Actually, we have the full line of Samsung and TCL TVs. We have them starting as low as $429 for a smart 32-inch TV. So, you know, we have a full lineup. Many people here Cellular World and maybe think only a phone. But like I said, you know, it's your one-stop electronic solution. There are deals here. There's something for everyone. We're actually doing free delivery within Belize City, and we also have our social media shopping service, which is very efficient. It's 1, 2, 3 message, pick the item you like, do an online transfer. We ship it to you via Tropic BPMS. So, and then we also have our social responsibility in place.
Over at Medina's House of Jewelry, it's all about gold, diamonds, and silver. From bracelets to medals, chains, and rings, everything you can think of is readily available, and they even customize.
We have diamonds, we have gold, we have silver. The diamonds, we are giving up to 15% off all the diamonds, 10% off gold selected items, and the silvers, they are for 20% off selected items. So you come on down, we have our main course, the Belizean bangles. We have them on sale right now, so come and get them. They're on sale right now. You can take a look at them. We have them in silver, we have them in silver and gold, and we have them in full gold. We have the rings to match, the earrings to match, and the necklace to match. So we can match right up for the Christmas.
And then if you are looking at personalizing a key holder, t-shirt, and many other products, you can check out Lasting Memory Designs. It's affordable.
We have the double-sided key holders, double-sided picture key holders. It's very cheap and durable, and that's for $5. And then we have the laminated 5-picture one, so you get a cover photo and 5 pictures of your choice, and that's for $10. We also have the hand sanitizer key holders. We customize that to your liking and whatever color you want, and that's for $6. And we also do the bundle of key holders. So you have the hand sanitizer, the lip gloss, any metal of your choice, and the picture, the double-sided key holder, and with that, that's for $20. We also have the shirt. Our shirts are for $25.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.
During our Gimme 5 show at the start of the month, a primary school student, Javon Anderson, was the lucky winner of a $300 shopping spree at Twins Supermarket. It was a great prize and came in handy for the Christmas season. We followed the youngest winner of Gimme 5 and his aunt as they went shopping. $250 was used for groceries for his grandmother, and $50 was set aside for snacks. With $10 worth of tickets, Javon and his family took home a lot of items, including a mop, broom, and food items.
It feels good to win because out of so many tickets, our one was the one that was picked. So, yeah, I feel good.
How many tickets did you put in the barrel?
$10 worth for 40 tickets.
Do you have your list ready?
Yes, sir. We wrote down the list the day after. So we like looked on stuff based on like stuff that you use to make stuff that Christmas is all about, like turkey, your ham, your dinner, your cake, everything. And we stuck to it, like to say everything that we needed for that, we bought.
I noticed you had your list separated. You had your $250 list and then you had your personal $50 list. You came within $14 of that list. You still had after you bought everything, you still had $14 to spend. Very, very impressive. I think you should big up your granny. I noticed you big up. You spoke about your granny a lot while shopping. Tell your granny hi.
Hi, Gran. Well, I did this. Her name is June Simpson, and we live on Farmers Road.
You were saying?
I thank my grandmother because she was the one that actually sent me, but I put my name on the tickets. That's why we got picked at my name. So that's why I came today to shop. But my grandmother she's sick, and like, you know, when old age comes with, like, you can't be as flexible as you used to be. So I just want to big up my grandmother for letting me come here today to shop.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available in both text and streaming video at channel5belize.com. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page at News 5 Live. I'm Marlene Cuellar. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, please remember to wash your hands, keep your social distance, and stay safe. And from all of us here at Channel 5, have a happy and safe Christmas holidays. Good night.